What's up, everyone? This is Adam Baadsgaard, and you're listening to the Next Generation MLM Radio. I've spent my entire life in the network marketing industry. Now, me and a few partners are on an entirely different level, building a billion-dollar brand that demonstrates how a value-based system can assist anyone with becoming their best self, both personally and professionally. The question so many people are wondering is, how are they going to do it? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me as I explain how to provide value to your audience with tools, systems, habits, and do it all with integrity. My name's Adam Baadsgaard, and welcome to Next Generation MLM Radio. Hey everybody, you are in for a ride, a big ride. I believe I am also. So I want to welcome you. First of all, thanks for taking the time to listen to this. We are getting ready to embark on a journey to really shift an entire industry. And it's not a small industry. It's a very big industry. And we want to make a big difference in it. We want to make a big shift. So how do we get here? Pretty much my entire life, I've spent my entire life involved in some way or another in network marketing, in the MLM space, whatever you want to call it. And what's happened basically is I've been working to try to find a place where we could take people that we care about, some place that feels right, some place that works right. And what really ends up happening is you start looking at all these MLMs, start looking at all these network marketing companies, and it seems like every single one of them is operating in some kind of fear-based mentality, some kind of I'll give you a good example. A good example of a fear-based mentality is paying too much for products, having people pay too much for products, for the effect that those products make in people's lives. People having to buy big packs, big inventory, so that they can open their business, quote unquote. And the company not treating the partners that they're working with like partners, almost treating them as if they're employees. And you know, a big partner, somebody who goes out and does really well, big distributor goes out and does really well, and they get tired of something the company's doing and they start looking for other places. And just a mere rumor that this person is looking at something can cost them their check and put them in a place where they're hurting financially, which is, in my opinion, totally ridiculous and totally, I think it should be illegal, frankly. And then, you know, on top of all this, the direction that the network marketing industry is going, most companies, not all companies, but most companies nowadays are teaching people how to do social media marketing. And you know, frankly, the thing that I have a problem with is they're just spamming people basically on Facebook, Instagram, so much so that Facebook and Instagram have had to change their algorithms to identify when somebody's doing a before and after picture. It literally gets flagged if it's an advertisement. So there's so many different things that are just absolutely ridiculous. And they're really based in fear. If you think about why a company would sue or pull a check from somebody who's looking at something else, well, they're afraid that they're going to leave, right? They're afraid they're going to find something better. My question to that owner, to the owner of that company, is pretty straightforward. Well, have you asked them why they'd want to leave? If they're making big money, have you taken the time to listen and understand why that leader would want to leave? And frankly, none of them do. All they do is sue people and pull their checks. It's really ridiculous. It's very rare to see a company actually reinstate somebody without that person just groveling and doing everything they can to bury the other thing that they were starting to get involved in. It's just disgusting. So I was getting frustrated. I was working with the person I've been involved in network marketing with my entire life, with my dad, who's been very successful, done very well, and done it with a philosophy that it's network marketing done right is a lot of people doing a little bit. So instead of these big packs, there's really two kinds of network marketers. There's what I call the sales guy network marketer, and most companies are kind of trending towards those sales guys. Big packs make them big money so they can make big checks, and then over time, it's not really a user-friendly situation. So big packs, big money, big checks, and over time, it turns into a situation where it's not duplicatable. The average person in network marketing. The network marketing is supposed to be for the average person. And frankly, it's turned into something that it's just not that way. It's not for the average person anymore. It's for the hot shop sales guy who can go out and really sell something and make a difference for his family and maybe help a couple of other people along the way. But for the most part, they take advantage of people whether they want to admit it or not, because most people aren't going to be able to go out and sell $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even $5,000 packages that I've seen. Most people are going to be in a situation where they feel kind of gypped after a couple of months. Why are they doing these big packs? Well, yeah, to make bigger commissions up front to keep that big sales guy. So the industry's been kind of going in that direction, trying to help those guys see value in their programs and stuff like that. But in my opinion, the real reason that they do that is because they don't believe in their product. They're afraid that if they don't charge somebody $1,000 and give them 10 months worth, they're only going to buy the product one time or 2 times or 3 times. And after that happens, if that's the case, you need a different product. You need a product that people would buy, whether they were getting a commission or not, whether they were doing the business or not. And so that's been kind of our beef, as we've been looking around at the network marketing industry, couldn't find it, stopped at a few companies, thought we found a fit for our people and thought we found something that we can do. And guys, within a few months, we realized, whoa, these guys are as bad or worse than the last group. And so here's where we are. What happened was I was looking at a company. We got kind of disgusted with some things we learned, and I turned to a friend of mine and said, why don't we just do it ourselves? And so now me and several partners, President Jim Duville and a couple of other partners, are working to build a network marketing company. And I got to tell you, when we started putting this together, the minute that we kind of declared that we were going to do this and we started looking into vendors and different things that could help us get this thing built, it's like this product just fell from the sky. It's been around for a long, long time. Nobody has ever focused on it or given it what I consider its due. This story needs to be told. And it's a story of Don Copeland, however you say his name. I always butcher it, and then he looks at me funny. But Don Copeland and Sorocton, and a product that we call Adapt. And so that product just fell into our laps. I believe by providence. I really believe that when people come together to try to do the right thing, providence moves, and it comes to a point where it automatically kind of feeds into itself. We've had so many amazing things happen with this, just getting this started. So what is our goal, and what is this ride that you're going to come on with us? Well, we believe we can build $1 billion brand and do it in a way that keeps integrity, that makes it so that you can, look in the mirror every night or talk to your friends and not create enemies. And people try products all the time, but they don't try businesses all the time. And so having a customer focus, having a product focus is a big thing. And the biggest thing is having a product that actually works. I mean, there's a lot of products out there that are just kind of basically a recipe. And usually that recipe is stolen from somebody else. It's something that they've tweaked or added a few things to. And so we're here really because we want to try to change an industry. And we believe that if we do it right, it will be something where the masses of people, not just the hotshot sales guy, but the masses of people can come and make an extra 100, 200, 1,000, really whatever they want to make. But coupled with that, as we build out this compensation plan, you can make gigantic income. It can get very, 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 very big, and there's no cap, and it can continue to go, and it is an incredible opportunity. We believe it's the best compensation plan in the industry. It has never been done before. Everything that we've done is pretty much, it had to be programmed except for one little piece. And so we're really excited about what we have. What we're here to do with this podcast is take you on a journey. We're going on a journey, and you're coming with us, and we're going to talk about everything from how we're creating a different culture, how we're really tapping into the tools and technology that are out there and trying to shift the industry and trying to make this industry, this generation, tie into this generation. I really believe the reason that network marketing has gotten such a bad rap, especially with my generation, with the millennials, is because it's hokey to have somebody buy all of the inventory. It's hokey to have these gigantic packs and make people sign up and all those kinds of things. This should be about product consumption. We live in the age of Amazon, and Amazon can get something to you tomorrow, the next day, in most cases for free if you've paid for Prime. And so we're competing with Amazon, and we're out there trying to tell people they have to buy these big packs. And we just don't buy that. We don't buy into that. We really believe we can build $1 billion brand selling products. And if you look at most of the $1 billion brands that are out there, the companies that are doing $1 billion a year, they're selling products. They're selling products, and that's what's important, is the products have to sell and they have to be effective, or else nobody buys the next time. So, thanks for coming on this journey with us first and foremost. This has kind of been an introduction to what we're doing. We want to take you guys with us as we go through this, that we're going to take the entire listening group through the entire process of building this business. And we're going to start at the very beginning, and we've kind of started there today and told you a little bit about how we ended up with the product, but we'll tell that story in a coming episode in detail and kind of share how this all happened and why it's so incredible and why this product is so incredible. We'll share all that with Don Copeland and probably have him on the show once or twice as we move forward. And then we're also going to talk about, everything from, building purpose in our business, culture building, the products, how we select products, how you can make sure your product is something that really is going to have a high impact. We're going to talk about competition, relationships, the importance of those relationships, talking to experts. We're going to talk to some branding. We're going to talk about branding. We're going to talk about and work with influencers who see what's happening and see what we're doing as something very different. We got some really incredible technology that, frankly, just like the product just fell into our lap. So we're going to talk about building a business. We're going to talk about this thing going from 0 to $1 billion, and you're going to come along the whole entire way with us, and hopefully you're rooting for us and you're not trying to put us down, but we're tough and we can handle it and we're ready to roll. So thanks for being part of this, and we look forward to talking to you on the next episode of Next Generation MLM. My name's Adam Baadsgaard. Thanks for joining us. Boom! Thanks for listening. Please remember to rate and subscribe. If you're interested in how to improve your business, finances, relationships, or just life, go to Arego Life corporate Facebook page and ask for the Big G template, and we'll be sure to send it to you.